Alright guys, so I haven't made a video about a teacher in such a long time, and today something actually happened, which lately in my school, since it's almost the end of the year, hasn't happened lately. And this time it actually involves me, and I will be giving you the entire story, at least my side.
But they acting like your brain don't matter. Mind over matter, let's be talking brain matter. Acting like you never seen an ass way fatter. Bitch way better, mind in the gutter. Food for thought, yeah, that's the pan with the butter. Talking shit, you get hit like water. I just wanna do it, but I can't. World wanna tell me what I...
So basically what happened was, we were in third period, same teacher, the one with the bald head, like normal, and it happened. If anyone that watches this video knows me in person, they know I never get in trouble. I don't even remember the last time I got in trouble before this, but I did. And here's the interesting part. I got in trouble for eating food. We all eat, so why did I get in trouble for eating that class? So basically, this is what ended up happening. It turned out that, at first I didn't realize it, but it was this other girl's food that I was eating. Now, you might ask, Solon, if it wasn't your food, why were you eating it? And how did you get it if it's not yours? Or, you might be asking, so you stole food. And yes, that is partially correct, but I'm not the one that stole it, even though person in my group claims that I'm the one that stole it, but I did not, because I might lie sometimes, and clickbait, and do whatever else I do, but I promise you, I did not steal this. What happened was, so right here there was a book bag, and behind it was some Chex Mix, and I saw it, and I was like, and then my friend grabs it out first, so I was like, oh, okay, so it's his, we're all good, and then I ate some. I ate like 2 little of the wheat square things, I don't even know what they're called. I ate some of those, and then he's like, oh yeah, this is so-and-so's back there. I'm like, you couldn't have told me that earlier. And then he's like, well, whatever, I'll just eat a little bit, like a tiny little bit, and we'll go back and we will ask her if we can have some. Because that's our mindset as 8th grade 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds. We eat and then we take something and then we ask if we can have it. Yeah. So this is where the interesting part comes in. She's in another classroom right now. She comes in, she looks. One of my friends say, can we have your Chex Mix? And she's like, no. She looks in her bag and it's not there. She's like, which one of you took it? And then first thing my friend says is, I did. And I'm like, no, you didn't. Something like that. And then then she said, who ate it? And then we pointed to each other. And then we pointed to the kid next to us, saying, he took a whole handful, and you're in here screaming at us. But you ate my Chex Mix, and now it's gone. So, and then she decides, alright, I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna go tell the teacher, right? Excuse me? But the 2 boys over there went and they ate some of my food. So then Mr. Baldhead teacher comes over here. He's like, did you eat our food? Yes, we only ate some. We only ate a little bit. And then you have me who's sitting like kind of angled at him. And I'm like, yeah, I only ate like this much. Like a couple little squares. He's like, but that's not the point! Did you eat her food? And I'm like, yeah. And then we're like, but we didn't eat that much of it. It was him over there. Like, the kid who ate like, the whole thing. And then we're like, okay, he's like, okay, but you stole her food. And he's just giving us this nasty look like, kill yourself, mate. Like, come on now. And we're sitting there like, okay. It's not like he's really going to do anything. Next thing I know, he says, well, since you stole her food, this is what I'm going to do. You're going to buy her more food because that's fair, because how do you know what circumstance we're in? How do you know that our parents can afford to buy more food? And also he says, I'm going to write you an MIR which basically is like, oh, you talk back to your teacher, big deal. And then he said, you guys are also going to have lunch attention. I'm like, I've never had lunch attention. I didn't actually say it like that, of course. But I've never had lunch attention, and I've never gotten in trouble. So I was kind of just like, that's where all the bad kids go. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I was so tempted to record it, but I was on my phone. I was on my phone playing this over here. I was playing balls. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't even know how much of this video I can even cut out because it's basically the whole story. But yeah, guys, long story short, that girl, she was a bitch.